The plot keeps getting interesting. Hey everyone, Mark Gamer Dude here with a review of Sonic IDW issue 85, where we continue the story of Sonic, Belle, and Sage investigating Melisandre's disappearance, and we found him. But he's being controlled and hunting our heroes. As always, thank you IDW for the review copy of issue 85. Let's go. The story starts with the trio walking through the caverns, with Sonic making a rock pun. Boo! Sage and Belle make a funny remark to this. Even Sage is mocking Tails on his intelligence. Anyway, Sonic is pulling focus on Melisandre, stating that they had to track him down. But Belle's concerned that they may be working backwards due to Metal's creepy device on his face. Sage comments on Belle's inability to connect with Metal, saying that she's a liability, with Belle of course snapping back, saying that something is blocking the connection. Suddenly, Motobud directs everyone's attention to a strange device with some damaged-looking egg robos. Someone working around with egg tech? Belle seems to be horrified by how the robot's processors have been burned out. And for a second, it doesn't seem to bother Sage, but it does. Sonic then decides to go around to look, while Sage and Belle decide to cross-reference the material here and see what was missing in inventory. Sonic comes across a bedroom that looks very proper-looking. And then it comes across a room with many monitors. Sonic then spots the coffin that we've been seeing with the villains, and we know that they've been stuffing the emeralds inside there. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this it? Are the emeralds going to be discovered? Nope. When he opens it, it's revealed to be a giant room? Wait a minute. Is the area from issue 75? The one that we saw the yellow emerald be held in? What? What? Huh? What is going on here? Belle and Sage finish the inventory, with Sage coming up with the scenario that the missing parts were possibly used to construct the device on Belle's face. And Belle adds on how these robots were stripped for parts. Belle talks to Sage about how she is confused that Sage has no problem when Eggman is doing controlling stuff on her, but Sage dislikes it when someone else does his stuff. Sage, smiling by the way, states on how since Belle was created during Eggman's Mr. Tinker phase, meaning she does know about it by the way, therefore, Belle is part of his stuff. She belongs to Eggman along with the rest of the world. Ooh. Belle is, of course, angry at her comment, but girls, your big brother is here. Metal Sonic arrives. Sage is about to block his attack, telling him to stand down, but Metal actually slices through her shield, and she is very surprised by this. Turning a little back to red, by the way. Sage tells Belle that she can be damaged since she's a hard-like construct. Belle tells Sage to get behind her and give her a signal boost, which does make Metal stop, though she still can't connect with him. Typical. Belle rummages through a box and tells Sage to follow her, as they don't have much time. And that's right, as Metal comes back on attack mode. Sonic, who is still stuck in the big room inside that coffin, is just running, and it's endless. He tries to knock on a wall, but goes through it. What is going on here? Sonic is frustrated and hates the echo, but notices that it's not exactly an echo, but something copying him. He says for the copy person to introduce himself, and from his shadow, a creepy version of Sonic emerges. I'm gonna call you Creeper Sonic. Back with the sisters, they are hiding, and Sage is trying to figure out a way to escape this scenario, but she's actually having a hard time trying to figure it out. She actually looks scared. Belle reaches out for her for a second to tell her that she has an idea. She grabs some material to build a defense weapon, and she thinks Sage can help make it fast enough. They quickly get to work on it, and just in time as Metal creeps up on them. Speaking of creeps, Sonic is walking alongside Creeper Sonic, trying to figure out what's going on here. But no luck as he's just repeating what Sonic says over and over again. So Sonic's gonna do what he does best, race against him! The girls meanwhile finally get their drive working and blast Metal through the wall, only to discover that Metal crashed into Sonic. How'd he get out? Was the room connected somewhere in that coffin? I have no idea. I'm very confused here. Belle quickly assists Sonic, but of course, we still have one more issue left in this arc. Metal comes back online and snatches Sage, and she actually cries out for help. Can she teleport? Metal immediately dashes fast to get away, leaving Belle, Motorbot, and Sonic trying to catch up to him. And that's the cliffhanger of this issue. This plot is thickening a lot. For starters, we now know that someone is ripping egg models for parts, and we know that some were used to put that device on Metal. But I wonder who did. Also, we see the bedroom here and the monitor room. The bedroom was very proper and fancy. I wonder what character would fit into this room. Anyway, so the bigger mystery here is that the coffin and that room. The coffin was used to hold the emeralds, but we also now see that it was connected to a room, or it just teleports you to an area, room somewhere, I don't know where, and that area was the area that we saw in issue 75, which was holding onto one of the emeralds. So why was it there and then put into the coffin? I don't know, maybe just for there until the thing was ready to put the emerald in there. I don't know, it's very early, way too early to even tell what's going on here. This area, I'm not sure, but it looks so alien or ancient mystical monster type of thing. The walls going like endless, like an illusionist kind of thing. The walls are not real. The room is endless. The summary did say a cryptic illusion, so it fits, but what is going on here? Remember, we may be dealing with more than one villain, but what villain fits this? I would say Infinite, since illusions are his thing, and he did just come back in the Chaos Case files. We'll see how the next issue showcases things. Anyway, I enjoyed this issue, and I appreciated that they separated Sonic so we spent time with Sage and Belle. A good moment for them to get along, as Belle tried to calm down Sage, since she was freaking out over not being able to figure out the escape plan. So the final issue has to hopefully have them end it off peacefully. I can assume that Metal is going to take Sage somewhere to maybe have the mystery villain/villains work on her to control her maybe. Who knows? Maybe Sage might get a glimpse of the villain/villains, only for her not to be able to get a good read on them, to keep the mystery. The next issue comes out in April, so let's see how the Sage arc ends. See you then.